Hello. Welcome back to another video on Afterlife Adventures. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for tuning in. And today's Portal Box session I want to do on the Trump shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks. He's a 20-year-old from Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. It's an ongoing investigation. Obviously, this just happened, but it seems really odd to me, the whole case of a 20-year-old getting into the rally with an automatic rifle, climbing up on the roof. Like, is he involved with an organization? Did he act alone? I noticed a lot of times when these things happen, like with the school shooters, you know, it's always a young kid and they always say, oh, he was a loner, he got bullied, things like that. But we don't really know what was going on with him. I have the Necrometer app on my phone and it said Madison. Illness. The Necrometer app just said killed me. Agree. 60. So I have Thomas's picture set up. It's his graduation picture, and then it looks like a school photo. I mean, literally, he's 20 years old. It seems strange that he would be so angry that he wouldn't want to go and risk his own life to take out Donald Trump. So I have the SB7 spirit box. It like scans FM frequencies. And then I have the J portal, which is like an amplifier. I would like to get information about Thomas Matthew Crooks. I have his image set up here, his graduation picture. It looks like a school picture. I want to come in contact with him and find out what was going on with him on the day that he was killed by Secret Service. Can I get information about him? Or Thomas, if you're here, can you come through and say your full name? I said feel love. I would like to get information as to why this Thomas Crooks, 20-year-old, would risk his life to try to assassinate former President Trump. Can you tell me why that happened? What's the reason? I heard it say he's alive, and then it was all tried to kill him. Won the spirit. Thomas Crooks, if you're here, can you light up the lights on that device? If you come near it, the lights will light up. Can you light up lights? Are you able to do that? Thomas Crooks, can you tell me why you did what you did? Why did you try to kill Donald Trump? Were you acting alone when you did that? Why did you take your dad's gun? Was that your dad's gun or yours?
All right, Lord.
Is it not so? How did you get the gun there into the rally? How did you get in there with that without being caught?
Holder. We're here now.
Thomas, if you were acting alone, can you say alone? Yes, I was. Why? Why would you try to kill Donald Trump and then risk your own life? Why would you do that? What's the reason? Motive? Nobody loves me? Why would you say that? It says leave him. Why would you say nobody loves me? It's weird. I'm a Democrat? I thought you were registered as a Republican. That's what they said. Were your family also involved with this? Like your dad or your mom? Were they involved? Yes or no?
Turn it.
Did you work? Were you working alone? Can you say alone? Exactly. And then we will stop. Why did you want to kill him? What was the reason for that? Reality? Haunted place. Thomas Matthew Crooks, if you're here with me, will you light up those lights on that device? Are you here? Where are you now? I'm a spirit, and then it was all Donald Trump. You said that you were being bullied in school and you were a loner, but I feel like they always say that when there's a shooter. Is that what was going on? You were a loner, so you decided to kill the former president? I think a couple times I thought I heard like I hated him and hate. Why would you hate Donald Trump so much? Don't you think he did a lot for the economy? Why do you hate him? Friend? If you were involved in like the CIA or an organization, can you say organization loud and clear?
Okay.
Who's Susan? Grave. Thomas, can you say your name on this device on my phone?
That part of
It said the bad part of it's done. What do you mean? I heard laughing, but it was like a cough, and then it was all Democrat. You said Democrat twice. Is that what this is about? Can you say Democrat on this device if you were a Democrat?
Fired.
Fired?
Hire me to.
Did you have a job? Again, I was a Democrat. Then why were you registered as a Republican? I heard something like it's no good. Anybody? Can you tell me a motive as to why you would do such an act?
For you.
It says lynching. Your friends said that you weren't totally popular, but you had friends and you were a good student. The teachers liked you. Why did you choose to do what you did? Why? What's the motive for that? It said Donald Trump. Again. Crossroads. Wrong? Were you at a crossroads in your life? Did you do this because you knew that the Secret Service would take you out? Was that your intention? It says right. So you were like... So you wanted... It said, yeah, I was. So you wanted to unalive yourself, so you decided to go out in a big way? It says ugly. It said, yeah, I did. You're just like a school shooter. You're just a kid, a school shooter. Like what, you were bullied? Doesn't make sense. Can you tell me why? It said, yeah. Backlash? For what? Is this your revenge because you were bullied? It says red marks. Yeah, he did. He had red marks on his face. And you also had red marks on your face. So I kind of thought it looked like he got shot in the ear. He was bleeding like right there by his ear. Were you shot in your ear?
On the way.
It says Deborah. It says that he graduated from Community College of Allegheny in May 2024 with an associate degree in engineering. So what were you doing? It said he also worked at Bethel Park Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center as a dietary aide, according to the facility's administrator. CROOKS also had a membership at a nearby gun club for at least a year. He was a member of the Clareton Sportsman's Club. I just want to understand why you did what you did. Can you give me the reasoning? Like, no one understands why you did it. Except that you were bullied.
Signature.
Immature. You mean.
July 21st.
Write it down, and here it is. Write what down?
3 steps.
Please stop. Barbara, you killed an innocent firefighter. He had to protect his family. You shot Trump in the ear, like inches. If he wouldn't have turned his head. Like, what were you doing? It said boogeyman. Are you trying to make some point? Like you were really like a tough nerd or something? A tough nerdy kid? It says dark side. So you thought you would be the kid that killed Trump and then like a hero? Somebody said that's right.
Take this.
You can down.
Take him down. It sounded like it said for money. Was this for money? Did you get paid to do that? I got shot. Was someone paying you to do that, or were you doing it on your own?
That is split.
Were you involved with an organization? Yes or no? Right away an image came up. It looks like an old picture, like it looks someone in a military uniform. And then there's a woman sitting with a dress on in a window. I'll put that on the screen. There's a picture of like, it looks like some kind of old building with like, there's like a little elf. And then another man in a hood, something else, another figure like in a hood. That's an interesting image. Looks like a little gnome guy or a little elf. I'll put that on the screen. God, right away, another image. And it has a bunch of creepy faces. A bunch of creepy people looking. That's weird. They almost look like spider people, or is that, I don't, maybe that's like some kind of organization. They're all like hooked together. Wow, that's a creepy image, but it's kind of cool. So I'll put that on the screen. Thomas Crooks, if your family had something to do with what your plan was, can you tell me that your family was involved? Say family. Another image coming through. It's really loud and strong. It's a building of some kind. It almost looks like a school. Is that your school or the building of where you climb up on the roof? You kind of even look. Wait. It almost even looks like there's people up on the roof. That's weird. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's a chimney. I don't know. Thomas, can you give me an image of where you are now? Are you in hell? Are you in heaven? Something said I'm in hell.
You can vote.
How did you get the gun in there up on the roof? How did you do that? Did you plan that? Did you have help planning it?
Roman shooting.
Were you getting paid to do that by someone? And if so, who? Said the devil. I'm sorting it out. Do you have messages for your parents? Your house is getting raided. They said they found bomb-making materials in your house. Like, why were you doing all that? Were you involved with the CIA or something? Were you involved with an organization from another country? Can you say anything else that would help us understand why you did what you did? Anything? You'll find out? What does that mean? They have your cell phone now. Is there anything on it that's gonna show why you did it?
Did you hear that?
It scared me. Did you hear that?
Part of the mirror.
If I leave the room for a couple minutes, will you give us more answers as to why? It's church. Okay, I'll come back in a couple minutes, see what happens.
They cremated my body.
Money back.
We get some. Represent.
Your family. I've been here for 100 years.
When I came back in, I heard it say, "I'm so unhappy." But you wanted to go out in a big way? Is that what you're saying?
Laura.
Attractive Laura.
Democrats are.
It sounded like it said Democrats assassinate. Do you want to say anything else? I mean, you didn't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish, and you wound up just getting yourself taken out. So, do you have any final messages as to why you did what you did? It's not important. You were just unhappy. What did Trump have to do with you being unhappy? Flashing. Were you trying to be a hero? Can you say hero? There were some clear responses, but it kind of sounded like a woman. Who's the woman coming through?
Sandra.
Sandra? Who's Sandra? Do you want to say something to your parents before I go? You took your dad's gun. Did your parents have anything to do with what you did? Take orders from who? Well, thank you for talking to me. Goodbye. It said see ya. Will you say your name before I go? Well, that's the end of the Portal Box session. I don't know if I really feel any differently about it, but it did seem like he was unhappy.
There's life after
And
death.
it kept saying Democrat. There's life after death. Kept saying Democrat. I heard Donald Trump a few times. That was interesting. So I'm going to go listen with the headphones and comment below if you heard any EVPs that I didn't hear. And let me know what you thought of the video, if you have positive comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps it on YouTube. I appreciate you taking the time to do that. We like the dark. We do. We like the dark. So thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Have a good night. Bye.